Would a broken egg terrify you? Does a flock of birds give you the willies? Could a barnyard full of chickens make you shiver with fear? It would all scare you speechless if you're Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock was an outstanding director of suspense and thriller films who had very real fears of his own. Alfred Hitchcock was born in Leytonstone, England on August 13, 1899. When Alfred was 6 years old, he was spotted misbehaving. His father penned a note and sent Alfred scurrying to the local police station. When Alfred arrived at the department, an officer read the note and promptly locked Alfred in a cell. Pointing a finger in Alfred's tear-streaked face, "This is what we do to bad little boys," said the officer in an angry tone. The incident frightened Alfred to the core. He was forever terrified of police officers. So much so, he never learned how to drive an automobile, for the fear of being involved in a traffic stop. From 1913 to 1914, young Alfred attended London School of Marine Engineering and Navigation. During 1916, he enrolled in drawing and design classes at the University of London. Alfred landed a job in 1920 with famous Players Lasky Company, an American film company that opened a branch in England. He worked as a title card designer, creating the dialogue screens for silent movies. A few years later, the up-and-coming sensation was promoted to film director. At Lasky Company, Alfred met Alma Reville. In 1926, they married. 2 years later, their only child, Patricia, was born. "Have you ever seen anything more revolting than an egg yolk breaking and spilling its yellow liquid?" Alfred once said in an interview. One wonders how Alfred reacted when his wife presented him a hot breakfast of ham and eggs. Could you imagine Alfred paralyzed with fear when he walked in on his wife breaking eggs into a cake batter? "I'm frightened of eggs. Worse than frightened. They revolt me. The white round thing without any holes, and when you break it, inside, there's that yellow thing, round without any holes. Brrr!" Alfred revealed to a reporter. Imagine Alfred, a grown man, tossing a script in the air and running from his pint-sized daughter as she's chasing her daddy, trying to show off her tray of colored Easter eggs. Alfred's first successful film was a crime thriller called The Lodger, a story of the London fog. The silent film was shot in 1927 in London. By the late 1930s, a middle-aged Alfred Hitchcock signed a contract with David Selznick, an American film producer, to direct movies in Hollywood. Alfred's first film for David Selznick was Rebecca. The black-and-white suspense film won an Academy Award for Best Picture. It also earned Alfred his very first Oscar nomination for Best Director. Rebecca won a total of 2 Academy Awards and 9 nominations. Alfred Hitchcock filmed The Birds in 1963. The suspense film won Alfred the Association's Director Award. Alfred would never watch any of the films he created, especially The Birds. He considered it to be his most terrifying film of all. In an interview, Alfred disclosed, "I am frightened of my own movies. I never go to see them. I don't know how people bear to watch my movies." Alfred had his own television show called Alfred Hitchcock Presents. His show lasted from 1955 to 1965. It featured thriller, mystery, and crime stories. During his career, Alfred Hitchcock directed over 50 films, earning a total of 2 Golden Globes, 8 Laurel Awards, and 5 Lifetime Achievement Awards. He earned not just 1 star, but 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. One for film, the other for television. Alfred was known the world over as the master of suspense. On 1980, Alfred Hitchcock was dead from kidney failure in his home at the age of 80 in Los Angeles. Alfred Hitchcock was an outstanding director of suspense and thriller films who had very real fears of his own. He wrote stories that could make you jump out of your skin. Perhaps, like all writers, Alfred wrote what he knew best.